Hi everyone. In this video I am going to complete the objective bits related to organic chemistry. This is the last video which is related to the organic chemistry objective. Okay. Now we'll see, in last videos we have seen about KSET corner questions, and now I am going to discuss about few NEET corner questions and JEE corner questions. Listen carefully. See the first question. Names of the compounds are given, which one is not correct in IUPAC system, we need to find out. About this I already explained for you. Okay, you just go through that, or else I'll explain now itself. You just listen carefully. First we want to select the parent chain. Okay, incorrect one we want to choose, so that first see the parent chain. So this is the parent chain. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbons are there on the parent chain. At third position methyl, fourth position ethyl. According to alphabetical order we want to mention first this. According to alphabetical order we want to mention this first. That is 4 ethyl 3 methyl heptane. Okay, 4 ethyl 3 methyl heptane, but they have written in a wrong manner, so this is the wrong one. Now see the next one. See here, this is the parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here why I have taken from left to right, because OH is the functional group. Functional group containing carbon should get the lowest number. Okay, that is first priority. So that I have given from left to right. Now methyl group is located at third position, 3-methyl butanol. Answer is 3-methyl butanol. So the option is correct one. Now see the next one. Here they have given a compound. Okay, here they have given a compound. Now we want to find out the name. So double bond also they have given. While selecting a parent chain, you have to include double bonded carbon in the parent chain. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth. Okay, now at second position ethyl group, third position methyl group is located. Then it is 2-ethyl 3-methyl bute. 4 carbons are there on the parent chain, bute 1-ene. So this is also correct. Now see the next one. 4-methyl 2-pentyne. Exactly, it is 4-methyl 2-pentyne. 1, 2, 3, 4. At fourth carbon, 1 methyl substituent is present. Taken twice indicates 2 methyl groups. One can exist as a side chain. That's why it is 4-methyl 2-pentyne. So all the three, second, third and fourth one are correct. So wrong one is the first one, because here while writing the name, the substituent should be arranged according to alphabetical order. Okay, now see the next question. So this question is little different when compared to the other questions. Here they have given a chiral compound. I already told you what is meant by chiral. Chiral means a carbon which is attached with 4 different groups or 4 different types of atoms. If you see, this is the center carbon. It is attached with hydrogen, chlorine, bromine and CH3. All the 4 are different with each other. So this carbon is said to be asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. So now it can show isomerism, which is known as RS isomerism. RS isomerism. So this is another type of isomerism which can be seen in the chiral molecules. Okay, R and S system or R and S isomer. So for example, see, if a compound is attached with 4 groups A, B, C, D. This carbon is attached with 4 different groups. Understand? All the 4 different groups are present, so we can say it is a chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon indicated by the star. Now we want to see the molecular, to tell whether it is R isomer or S isomer, we want to see the molecular weight of this compound or atomic weight of the atoms. If suppose it is containing highest atomic weight compared to B and C and D, then it has to be given as first preference, followed by the second, followed by the third and followed by the fourth. Okay, this is in this order. Just imagine. Okay, we don't know what are all these A, B, C, D. Just I am giving molecular weight of A is more when compared to other 3, B is more than next 2, C is more when compared to D. So then if you move in this manner, it is moving in clockwise direction. Okay, when you connect the atoms with the atomic weight or molecular weight, if it is rotating in a clockwise direction, that is known as R isomer. Okay, if suppose it moves in opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction, if it moves in anti-clockwise, same P, Q or S, just imagine, again it is a chiral molecule. Okay, now this is with the first priority, second one with more atomic number 3 and 4. Now if you observe, this is moving in this direction, is it anti-clockwise direction? Exactly. If the connecting manner of priority order atoms on the chiral carbon is moving in anti-clockwise direction, that is said to be S isomer. So based on this, we want to find out the given chiral carbon is related to which type of isomer, either EZ or RS. Now we want to see this carbon attached with 4 groups, B, R, and here H, and here Cl, and one more CH3. Okay, among all, the more atomic weight containing element is bromine, so it has to be given the first preference, followed by chlorine. Then hydrogen and carbons are left. This is not, hydrogen is directly not attached to the carbon. Here a bond is made between carbon and carbon. So that means we want to see the atomic weight of this carbon atom. Okay, so compared to hydrogen, atomic weight of this carbon is more. It has to be given the priority 4, and this is with the 4th, priority 3rd, and this is the 4th. Now connect the numbers in an order, first followed by the second, followed by the third. We can exclude this. If it is in this manner, we can exclude this. So now even it is moving in which direction? Clockwise direction. So then it is said to be R isomer. Okay, so this priority is given according to atomic weight or molecular weight of the molecules. So if it is moving in a clockwise direction, that is containing R isomers. If it is moving in an anti-clockwise direction, opposite to the clockwise direction, then that is S isomer. Now the given chiral compound is R isomer. Okay, now see the next question. Which of the following pairs represent the stereoisomerism? So now first we will see the classification of isomerism. Isomerism is classified into 2 types, that is structural and stereo. Okay, structural isomerism is of 4 types: chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, next metamerism. Sometimes tautomerism also be included, but stereoisomerism is of only 2 types, that is geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, these 2 comes under stereoisomerism. Now they are asked a question related to the stereoisomers. Which of the following pairs represents the stereoisomerism? Optical isomerism and geometrical isomerism comes under stereoisomerism. That is what I have told you here. Okay, now we will see the next question. See this next question. Which amongst the following is the most stable carbocation? I already given you carbocation stability order. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary, than the primary, than the methyl carbocation. They have given all the 4 types. You just find out and tell me the answer. This is homework question for you. 4th one is the homework question. This is the stability order. By observing this, find out which is more stable one. Okay, now see the next question. Even you know IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, but now I will solve this question. See, this is the functional group carbon given the first number, and this is second carbon, third, fourth, fifth. In parent chain totally 5 carbons are there. Substituents are located at second and third position. What are those 2 substituents? Methyl groups. Okay, then it is 2,3 dimethyl. Okay, and 5 carbons are present, then it is pentane. COCl group is there, then it is oil chloride. Okay, 2,3 dimethyl, pentane, oil chloride. So the answer is the 3rd one. Now see the next question. Which of the following is not chiral? That we want to find out. Say they have given 4 names. Try to write structures of that. First one is 2,3-dibromopentane. Pentane contains 5 carbons. 2,3-dibromo, second and third carbons. Okay, now balance its valency. CH3, CH, and here CH, CH2, CH3. This is the first compound. Now here if you observe, there is no chiral carbon, because what is chiral carbon? If a carbon is attached with 4 different groups, that is said to be the chiral carbon. But on the first carbon 3 hydrogens are the same, then it is not chiral. On this 2 hydrogens are same, it is not chiral. On this carbon, one ethyl group, one hydrogen, one bromine, and one this group is present, so we can say it is a chiral. Okay, even here one hydrogen, one bromine, one methyl, and one this group is present, so it is a chiral, but it is not chiral. But anyhow, if it is containing at least one chiral carbon, then the compound is said to be chiral, so it is the chiral compound. Okay, now see the second one, that is 3 bromopentane. Pentane means again 5 carbons. 3 bromo means at third carbon bromine atom is present, CH2, CH3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 bromopentane. See this carbon, it is chiral. Why it is chiral? Carbon is attached with it is not chiral. Carbon is attached with one hydrogen, 2 same ethyl groups. This side ethyl, even this side ethyl is present, similar group, so it is not chiral. We can say it is a achiral compound. Okay, now see the third one, 2-hydroxypentanoic acid. COH, CH, OH, CH2, CH2, CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. 2-hydroxy. This is first carbon and second carbon. At second carbon hydroxy. Pentanoic acid, it is obviously. Now see this carbon. It is attached with one COOH, one hydrogen, one propyl group, one OH. All the 4 are different with each other, right? So that we can say it is a chiral, and the compound is chiral compound. Okay. Now see the next, fourth one, that is 2-butanol. 2-butanol. CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CH3. Now see the functional group containing carbon. This carbon is attached with hydrogen, OH, ethyl, methyl. Hydrogen, OH, ethyl, methyl, all the 4 are different with each other. So again it is a chiral, and the compound even is known as chiral compound. Okay, that means fourth, third and first compounds are chiral, second one is the achiral. So the answer is second one, it is not a chiral compound. Now see the next question. General formula of homologous series of alkanols already we seen, that is CnH2n plus 2O. This is the general representation or general formula of the alcohols. Now see the next question. Okay, if there is no rotation of plane polarized light by a compound in a specific solvent, though to be chiral, it may mean that it is a meso compound. Only in a meso compound is containing 50% of L isomer and 50% of D isomer. Though it is chiral, okay, there is no rotation of plane polarized light. So then that type of compound is said to be meso. Now see the next one. For these 3 ions, increasing order of nucleophilicity would be, okay, increasing order. So always chlorine is less nucleophile than bromine. Bromine is less than the iodine. Okay, chlorine is less nucleophile than bromine. Bromine is less nucleophile than iodine. So this is the increasing order. Now see the next question. The order of decreasing reactivity towards an electrophilic reagent. Okay, so first will be the phenol. It can donate electrons and can easily attract the nucleophile. So that phenol, followed by the toluene, followed by the chlorobenzene and benzene. So the answer is the third one. If you want, you can also observe the structures. We'll see or we'll draw the structures for that. See. First one is benzene, C6H6. Now what is second one? Toluene. If methyl group is present on benzene ring, then that is called toluene. Now the third one is chlorobenzene. Chlorine is located on benzene ring. And the fourth one is phenol. If OH is present on benzene ring, that is known as phenol. Among all, it is ready to donate electrons very easily. Then fourth one is containing more ability to attract the electrophile, followed by the methyl. Why next toluene? Methyl is a electron donating and plus I effect group. It can donate electrons to the benzene ring. Okay, then electron density decreases at ortho and para positions, which can easily attract the coming electrophile after this phenol. So that followed by the second one, that is toluene, and it is followed by the chlorobenzene, third one. And finally benzene. Why benzene is containing least electrophilic attracting property? Because there is no electron donating group here, so that it is containing least. This is the order. Fourth one followed by the second one, followed by the first one, followed by the first one, and third one. Okay, this is the order. Understand? Now we'll see the next question. Now see the next question. Again it is related to R and S isomerism. They have given a compound. Okay, so when it is having a chiral center, which is of the following represent its R configuration. They have given 4 options. First write down the first one. Okay, that is H, C, C2, H5, CH3, Cl. The same compound whatever is the given in the question, they have arranged like this. Now this is said to be the chiral carbon. Why it is chiral? This carbon is attached with 4 different groups, so that we can say chiral carbon. Now write their priorities. First priority is given for chlorine. Okay, this is containing more atomic weight than carbon and carbon. Understand? Now see the next one. Hydrogen is containing anyhow least atomic weight. Move on to these two. Here what are the two groups? C2H5, we can also write it as CH2, CH3, and CH3 can be written like this. Okay, in this both the first elements are same, right? Then move on to the next element. What is next element of this carbon? Carbon. But here after this only hydrogen is present. We know when compared to carbon, hydrogen atomic weight is less, then its priority is less. So it is given for second and it is given for the position third. Now this is the second priority group and this is the third priority group and this is the fourth priority group. Now connect all these by using an arrow. First followed by the second, followed by the third. Now is it moving in clockwise direction? Exactly. Exclude this. It's not a problem. Okay. So connect only the first 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Is it moving in clockwise direction? Exactly. Then we can say it is R isomer. The given first option can show the R isomerism. So the answer is first one. Now see the next question. That is basic strength of these 3 compounds. This is alkyl carbene, this is alkene carbene, this is alkyne carbene. If you see all the 3, alkane carbene is more basic when compared to the alkene, when compared to the alkyne. So the answer is first one. Okay. Now see the next question. How many stereoisomerisms does this molecule have? Here it is a chiral molecule, and along with that it is containing a double bond. If double bond is present, then it can show 2 types of isomers, cis and trans. And along with that, due to containing chiral carbon, even it can show optical isomers, that is D and L. That means totally this compound is showing cis isomer, trans isomer, L isomer and D isomer. Totally 4 isomers are possible. So the answer is the second one. Okay. Now see the next question. This is already I have taught you. I will give you homework. You just find the answer for this one. Next question. In the given hydrocarbon, you want to find out the hybridizations of first, third and fifth carbons. Okay. You just find. Even you know hybridizations based on the type of bond. If single bond is present, that is sp3. If double bond is present, sp2. Triple bond is present, that is sp. Based on that, you try to find out the hybridizations of first, third and fifth. Even this is homework question for you. Okay. You just solve these homework questions whatever I have given in the neat corner and send the answers to me, and try to solve the remaining bits present in this neat corner. Now I am moving to the next level, that is JEE corner. Now we will see the bits related to JEE corner. See, the first question is again related to the IUPAC nomenclature. Here they have given 4 options. Whatever the wrong IUPAC name they have given, that you want to find out. I am giving this as homework which I already solved. Okay, you just do this and move on to the next question. In the following benzyl or alkyl system, whether it is benzyl or alkyl system, RCHCH2 or the C6H5 R is in the increasing order of their inductive effect. Now related to inductive effect. So according to inductive effect, whenever the number of alkyl groups increases, the stability of the compound automatically increases. See, in the first option, 3 methyl groups are attached to this carbon. Here 2 methyls. This is more inductive effect, more stable. Okay, so more stable than this. So this is the correct one, because here more number of methyl groups are present, automatically their stability also gets increases, because it is tertiary carbon, it is secondary carbon, it is primary. Now move on to the next question. Here they have given 2 groups, okay, are introduced into the benzene ring. Then correct order of their inductive effect. Again it is related to primary, secondary and tertiary carbons. Tertiary carbon is more active when compared to secondary, when compared to primary. So the answer is the second one. See here, tertiary carbon, because the carbon is attached with 3 other carbons, it is more reactive than the secondary than the primary. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. See the next question. The correct increasing order of basic number of the bases. They have given 3 bases. We want to find out their increasing order. So they have given ammonia, that is NH3, and methylamine CH3NH2. Next dimethylamine, that is CH3 taken twice NH. Okay, we want to find out their increasing order. Even in all the 3 cases, the nitrogen is with the lone pair of electrons. But here, along with the lone pair of electrons, the number of methyl groups also we want to observe. Whenever number of methyl groups increases, the electron density, electron donating property of methyl groups is more. It donates electrons to the nitrogen, then electron density increases more and more on the nitrogen. Basic nature also increases. That means here no methyl group, its basic nature is less than this, and this is less when compared to the next, because here 2 methyl groups are present. So this is the order. So answer is the first one. Okay. Now move on to the next one. Here you need to write down the IUPAC name of this question, which is very familiar to you, and find out. This is homework for you. And even for the next question, IUPAC name for the cyclic compound, just find out even this. Move on to the next one, 7th question. Now see the 7th question clearly and carefully. Rate of reaction for this reaction. It is an example of nucleophilic substitution reaction. We want to find out what is Z. Okay, when it becomes phosphate by using Z. In place of Z, what we want to substitute, that we need to know. Okay, Z should be replaced by nucleophile. That is means it is containing negative charge. Even chlorine will be containing negative charge. Okay, if chlorine nucleophile is present here, it can easily replaces by the nucleophile, then the total reaction becomes faster. So the answer in the place of Z should be chloride. Next, consider the acidity of carboxylic acids. They have given 4 carboxylic acids. Write down all the 4 structures. First one is PHCOOH. That means phenyl group with COOH. Second one, orthonitrobenzoic acid. This is benzoic acid. This is ortho position. If at that position NO2 is present, that is called orthonitro. Next, third one, para-nitrobenzoic acid. COOH. This is ortho, meta and para. Here nitro. And next, D is meta-nitro. This is functional group, adjacent position ortho, ortho adjacent position meta. Now here NO2 is located. We want to write their orders. Okay, this is A, B, C, D. Among the all, which is containing NO2? B, C, D. Okay, in the case of B, these electron donating group is present, sorry, electron withdrawing group is present nearer to the acid, then acidic nature is said to be very high. So that B followed by the C, followed by the D, and followed by the A. Among all, which is containing least acidic nature? A, because in this benzoic acid no electron withdrawing group is located, so its acidic nature decreases. So this decreasing order is present in fourth option, that is B followed by the C followed by the D and A. So the answer is fourth one. Now we'll see the next bit. See this ninth question, which of the following is the strongest base? Okay, I already told you all the four are containing NH, amine linkage. So whatever the amine nitrogen is attached with the alkyl group, that is said to have highest basic nature. See, in this case only amine is present, no alkyl. Here amine is present but it is attached with the methyl. Here it is attached with the methyl on the adjacent position. Here it is attached with the directly methyl group but not with the phenyl group. So then electron density on this increases, acidic basic nature also increases. So the answer is the fourth one. Here and here don't confuse. In this case nitrogen is a secondary nitrogen. It is attached with one phenyl and one methyl group, but here it is directly attached with the methyl group. So the answer is the fourth one. Now see the next question. The decreasing order of nucleophilicity among the following nucleophiles, that we want to find out. Okay, see carefully, decreasing order of nucleophilicity. So all are acting as nucleophile. Why? They are containing negative charges. Whatever the group which is containing negative charge, that is said to have nucleophile property. Okay, so among all, this is containing the highest nucleophile property, that is B greater than C, followed by A, followed by D. So this is the decreasing, okay, it is more and it is less. This is the decreasing order of nucleophilicity for the given molecules. So the answer is the fourth one. Okay, I have solved in this video nearly 10 questions from this JEE and more than 10 questions from the NEET corner. Still many questions are there. You just try to solve the remaining questions. Okay. So if you keep on practicing and if you keep on solving as many as possible questions, you will be able to answer the question however it is given for the exam. Okay, even solutions are given in this book. If you have any doubt, you just see that solution, you will get clarity. Okay, this is about the chapter organic chemistry. We'll meet in the next video by using another chapter, new chapter. Okay, so with this organic chemistry objective portions are completed. You just try to solve the remaining questions present in this book. Thank you.